In today's news, RASHEDA HODGE is official receiver. Minister de Castro opens Library Week 2024. New cruise lines, economic data coming for the BVI. CLA seeks to assist public in good. VI prison officers complete training. M.A.L.E celebrates its 10th anniversary, and CBR-TPP joins Green Global membership. In addition, the Sister Islands newsletter spotlights youth leaders. We have the details of this and so much more when 284 News returns.
Father Jesus, that line you long like church service.
Alright, do enjoy the rest of it then. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes, Sonny.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Hold on there. You must have cut front of people.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man to take care of me.
How may I assist you? You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
Angie, how can I get my claims paid quick? Rent's due next week.
CG processes 99% of claims within 5 days. Remember when I was hang-gliding with those goats? I caught a gust of wind and flew right into a moving car. Every appendage was in the cast, and they paid fast and fairly. That's what I get for trusting a man with a mustache and an eye patch. Now I gotta go. I'm meeting the guy who bedazzled my toes.
99% of claims are processed within 5 days. CG Insurance. Good like that.
Hello everyone and welcome to this edition of 284 News. It is Tuesday, April 23rd, 2024. I'm Ron Grant, bringing you the very latest out of Tortola in the Virgin Islands. A happy Tuesday is wished to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for joining us. Beginning our newscast on the local scene, Miss RASHEDA HODGE has been appointed official receiver at the Ministry of Finance. The official receiver is a public officer appointed by the government of the Virgin Islands who serves as an officer of the court. The officer assumes various roles, including that of the court appointed liquidator, provisional liquidator, supervisor, interim supervisor, receiver, administrator, administrative receiver, or bankruptcy trustee. Ms. HODGE will be responsible for the administration and management of casework, including investigations and overseeing the affairs of companies placed into insolvency or recovery appointments. Following the ascension of the Insolvency Act 2022, the portfolio of the official receiver now falls under the Ministry of Finance. Subsequently, Ms. HODGE was later identified by the Ministry of Finance as the appropriate candidate to fill the position. In preparation for the role, Ms. HODGE underwent secondment to the UK Insolvency Service for 3 months and a local insolvency firm, Tineo, for 6 months. Ms. HODGE said, and I quote, "As the newly appointed official receiver for the government of the Virgin Islands, I am honored to step into this vital role within the insolvency industry and pledge to maintain integrity, fairness, and efficiency across all my responsibilities." She continued by saying, "My aim is to catalyze constructive transformations within the insolvency industry by streamlining processes, enhancing collaboration with stakeholders, and introducing inventive strategies and solutions to address emerging challenges, thereby ultimately fostering a more robust and equitable insolvency landscape for the territory." Ms. HODGE holds a Bachelor of Laws and a Master's of Laws and Corporate and Commercial from the University of the West Indies Cave Hill campus. She was called to the bar of the Virgin Islands on the 16th of February 2016. She has previously served as an Assistant Secretary in the Ministry of Finance, Administrative Senior Assistant to the Deputy Financial Secretary, and worked within the Anti-Money Laundering Implementation Unit. The Honorable Cherie B. de Castro, Minister for Education, officially opened Library Week 2024 on Monday within a written statement to the public. She said, and I quote, "This year's theme is libraries moving full steam upstream." highlighting the integral role libraries play in advancing science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. In the statement released, Minister de Castro emphasized the significance of Library Week coinciding with World Book and Copyright Day on April 23rd, a globally recognized day promoting reading and intellectual property rights. She said, and I quote, "Throughout Library Week, we have set ambitious objectives to further engage our community within a wealth of resources available through our public libraries." She continued by saying, "We aim to promote extensive ebook collections patrons can access via the Libby app, encourage greater library card registration territory-wide, boost participation in diverse library programs and services, and expand overall membership." A highlight will be the introduction of ebooks collections to students at the Willard Wheatley and Francis Letson primary schools to enrich digital learning experiences. The week's schedule includes science experiments, arts and crafts, storytelling, readings by local authors, and the Dads Reach Out and Read program organized within the BVI Reading Council on April 27th. Minister de Castro added, and I quote, "Libraries are not just repositories of books, but community hubs sparking curiosity, intellectual growth, and innovation. This Library Week, we encourage everyone to experience these valuable resources firsthand." The Education Minister thanked dedicated library staff and partners for organizing engaging activities celebrating the power of knowledge and the joy of reading while embracing STEAM educational principles. She said, and I quote, "Let us celebrate Library Week 2024 and make it a resounding success for reading, learning, and community engagement across the Virgin Islands." Minister for Communications and Works, the Honorable Kai M. Reimer, provided an update on the territory's cruise tourism sector following his attendance at the recent Sea Trade Global Conference. A key announcement was that the Florida Caribbean Cruise Association is expected to deliver an update economic impact study focused on cruise passenger spending patterns in the British Virgin Islands later this year.
Later this year, as part of our partnership with the Florida Caribbean Cruise Association, FCCA, we expect the delivery of an updated BRIA study which will identify the BVI's cruise passenger spending patterns. The study identifies what they actually spend on and their guest experience, the feedback while visiting our shores.
The minister also revealed that new cruise lines will be joining the British Virgin Islands cruise ship schedule in the near future. He promised this expansion builds on already increasing cruise visitor numbers to the territory.
Cruise business contributes to 40% of the revenues of the BVI Ports Authority, enabling the BVI Ports Authority to offer services to the public and support job creation. The data demonstrates that the BVI's engagement in sea trade has consistently generated impressive outcomes. In the previous months, we marked a milestone with the highest number of cruise visitors ever recorded in the Virgin Islands for the first quarter, totaling 393,605 passengers. This represents a 32% increase compared to the arrivals in the same period for 2023. The substantial increase in arrivals reflect the positive impact of our strategic engagement and partnerships within the cruise industry. Partnership not only for the government, but for the private sector as well, such as locally owned business of cruise agents, tour operators, taxi drivers, and even suppliers.
Amid persistent criticism that the cruise industry historically underperforms in delivering economic impacts compared to overnight resort guests, Minister Reimer echoed recent remarks by Premier Dr. the Honorable Natalia D. Wheatley defending the value of cruise tourism business. Specifically, Reimer highlighted cruise lines' critical support of the BVI Ports Authority's operations and local workforce it sustains.
I'm thrilled to announce the addition of Four Seasons Yacht to our portfolio, offering bespoke luxury travel experiences starting in early 2026. We have also welcomed MSC Cruise back for the upcoming season, showcasing the allure of our destination and enhancing our cruise offerings, including MSC's smaller luxury line, Explorer. Journeys will call this past season which called this past season to our sister islands. Looking forward to 2024 and 2025 cruise season, projections are highly promising, with an anticipated growth in call to appear and sister island harbors, indicating both quantitative and qualitative advancements in our industry.
The minister's comments come as the territory aims to strike a balance between developing both cruise and overnight tourism markets as complementary rather than competing segments. Proponents argue cruise lines provide vital income streams and potential future overnight guests through first-time visitor exposure. Critics contend limited cruise passenger spending restricts overall economic benefits when compared to longer-staying resort guests. Up next, viewers, we have more on the local scene. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
He hit me. Will CG cover this?
Don't worry. Remember when I was in that competitive arm wrestling circuit? 3-time champion, baby. I did feel bad crushing all those arms and dreams. So I took them all out for ice cream. And then we got crushed. Anyway, CG handled my claims fast.
That explains the arm.
The best cover for the best value. CG Insurance. Good like that.
Yo, everything good there?
Aye. This thing got me one way that day.
What you mean?
Ever since I hook up with this thing, I can't eat, I can't sleep. This is the first thing I touch it when I reach home.
What you really? Hey, this ain't like you, know?
Dad, this thing got me staying home, keeping out of trouble me.
Wow. What your name is?
Shit. I talking about my CCT life.
Don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Come to CCT today and sign up for CCT Live to access over 80 channels. CCT Live. Bring it home.
1 month free trial turn into 5. 5 months turn into, well, you know, I watching ball. I even watching football. Dad, Nickelodeon, Paw Patrol. I am hooked. Hooked, I tell you.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you so much for sticking with us. The Commonwealth Lawyers Association is seeking to assist in public good across the region through a number of initiatives geared at access to justice, climate change, and much more. Mr. Peter Maynard, King's Counsel and President of the Commonwealth Lawyers Association, recently paid a courtesy visit to the Virgin Islands. While here, he sat down with me to discuss the association's agenda.
The Commonwealth Lawyers Association covers the 56 countries of the Commonwealth. Which is about a third of the world's population, actually. And the core interests of the Commonwealth Lawyers Association are human rights, access to justice, rule of law, and independence of judges and lawyers. Those are our core mission. We have a conference every 2 years. We had one in 2017 in Melbourne, Australia, one in 2019 in Victoria Falls in Zambia, one in 2021 in Nassau, Bahamas, my home country, and the last one was in Goa, India, and the next one will be in Malta from April the 6th to the 10th of next year. And you have my invitation to come, and other lawyers and members of the public, please do come and join us.
Mr. Maynard spoke on key areas of focus under his leadership as president.
That's why I'm interested in the Commonwealth Lawyers Association, the impact upon the public good, and issues such as the alleviation of poverty, sustainable development, access to justice. We have special interests such as the small island developing countries, there's impact upon them. And so during my mandate has been to increase the value of the CLA by introducing a number of committees. For example, there's a Climate Justice Committee, which just last month, during February, we held a conference and they issued the Saba Declaration on Climate Justice. This related to the Borneo rainforest, but also broadly to the entire world. And so there's a Climate Justice Committee. There is a Corporate and Commercial Committee, which is of interest particularly to lawyers in BVI, which is now getting underway. These are been introduced and by me, and so it's a work in progress to make them happen. And so my mission is to have lawyers and judges, members of the public, to engage with the CLA so that we produce the kind of things we need in that area as well. Another area is dispute resolution.
Of course.
I've done many tours of Africa, and just for this year alone, 2 tours of Australasia. And everywhere I go, I hear the refrain, let's do more on dispute resolution. And so there's a dispute resolution committee, and we're talking about everything from reducing I call the factory line of young black men, usually men, to prison.
Yes.
By implementing restorative justice through a dispute resolution committee, for example, or a certificate on mediation, delivering that through such a committee. There's also a committee on family law. Family law is so very, very important. Just last week, I issued a statement along with other organizations of the Commonwealth regarding the Gambia, which has just recently tried to re-legalize female genital mutilation. And so we all came out against that. That's just one aspect of the power of this platform.
Additionally, he spoke about mentorship of young lawyers within the association. While in the Virgin Islands, he paid a courtesy visit to a number of persons, including Justice Young, DPP Scatliff, the BVI Bar Association, and the BVI Arbitration Center.
Well, I'm really deeply honored, delighted that Dancia Penn, KC, and the BVI Bar Council, BVI Bar Association, and also others such as Jack Husbands, Barry Leon, and so on, could make these arrangements for us. Scott told us of the bar president,
yes,
and so on. It's been an excellent opportunity to engage with them. For example, interesting talks with DPP on a range of issues. One of them, which I think we can assist on, by being such a big platform, there are a number of vacancies which need to be filled in DPP's office. What better platform to find out than to circulate that information as this one, which covers the entire Commonwealth, as say a third of the world's population, potentially, to get talent from anywhere in the world. We covered a range of, I won't go into every detail, but we covered, as I mentioned, land reform, the corporate commercial, a very, very important one. We covered training, judicial training, as well as the training of lawyers. And there's an organization called the CLA Online Training Institute and e-library, which I have introduced. And we want to get the engagement of lawyers and judges so that these things are headed in the right direction. I can't do everything individually.
Of course.
It's a joint effort. And that's our committees are member-initiated, member-driven, member-operated. And that's really important because once lawyers engage and express their interests, the committees can go in different directions to meet those interests.
Understood.
But they are selected with countries such as BVI in mind. And so my mission is please get engaged in the Commonwealth Lawyers Association.
For the full interview, visit all 284 media platforms. 2 officers from His Majesty's Prison in the Virgin Islands have successfully completed an intensive 3-week control and restraint training course in Bermuda. Acting Principal Officers Miss Alan Jackson and Mr. Kazina Okoro accord this latest technique in officer safety, de-escalation, and personal protection. Superintendent Mr. J. Kendall highlighted the significance of Miss Jackson being the first female officer from the territory to complete this specialized program. This, he said, and I quote, "This achievement underscores our commitment to improving decency, respect, and equality within the Virgin Islands Prison Service." He added that promoting equality and inclusion remains a top priority, noting close collaboration with the Office of Gender Affairs to cultivate a more inclusive environment at the prison facility. The trained officers will now work alongside the superintendent's team to retain all operational staff in a control and restraint methods. This is expected to enhance overall security and security measures within the territory's prison. The superintendent expressed gratitude for the support from the Ministry of Health and Social Development, along with the UK Ministry for Justice Overseas Justice Program, which enabled this valuable training initiative. He also thanked colleagues in Bermuda for hosting and welcoming participants from various British overseas territories. He said, and I quote, "This exemplifies our dedication to enhancing professionalism and safety within the Virgin Islands prison system." He also said, and I quote, "I look forward to further collaboration benefiting our staff and operations." Acting Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Health and Social Development, Ms. Tasha Bertie, voiced the ministry's full backing, recognizing how critical staff training is for fostering a secure environment, benefiting both personnel and prisoners. The ministry, she said, was happy to provide financial resources, ensuring officers gain skills to protect their well-being and actively safeguard individuals under their supervision. Now, viewers, the training aligns with a recent government initiative requiring all public officers to pursue annual professional development. It is part of a comprehensive training and development plan for continuous improvement across the prison system. Up next, we have more on the local scene. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
At Higher BVI, we're not just about business. We're about empowering lives, and that is because we aspire to inspire. By choosing us, you're supporting a company that believes in equal opportunities, diversity, and community growth. Our mission goes beyond profit. It's about providing HR solutions, fostering talent, and leaving a positive impact. Join us in building a better future, a better BVI. Choose Higher BVI, where your support isn't just a transaction, it's a transformation. Together, we're changing lives in these beautiful Virgin Islands. Start the year off with more. More speed, more downloading, more savings, and more Fire. CCT Fire Fiber Internet gives you the speed you need to keep the whole family connected. Packages starting at $119 with speeds from 300 megabytes per second, super fast, unlimited downloads, even more reliable connectivity, plus free live streaming TV for the family to enjoy. Sign up for the absolute best fiber internet service in the BVI CCT Fire and pay no installation fee. Plus, get CCT Live TV for free. You deserve more. Get more with CCT. Life Unlimited.
Welcome back, viewers, and thank you so much for sticking with us. Continuing on the local scene in the Virgin Islands, the Mentoring Anointed Leaders Everywhere, popularly known in the Virgin Islands as M.A.L.E, is this year celebrating its 10th anniversary. One of the founders, Mr. Henderson Tittle, recently visited our studio to discuss the journey of M.A.L.E.
We bridge the gap. That's what I want to say. We bridge the gap. It's more of a mentorship program. We are not a sports club. We are not an athletic club. We are there where the boys can reach out, talk with us. We have some pillars that we build M.A.L.E on, and we deal with the core values. So you're talking about respect, integrity, discipline. These are some of the things that we try to instill in our young men, because we believe it still takes the whole village to do so. So we are not alone. I probably might be the face, but Ron, every face have an eye. Every face have a nose, every face have a mouth. So I'm just probably one of the face, but there are folks who have come behind. Some of them don't want their name to be mentioned, and we are doing stuff that we can. Some of the things that we have done and we are doing, we don't need the camera. We don't need to go into details, because some of them, the level of confidentiality. We're dealing with boys who have court matters and stuff like that. We're dealing with parents who will say, "Hey, can you help me this school term? I need some uniform. I need some grocery," and these are things that we don't need the camera for this. And we do that because of the love of it. So 10 years.
Jonathan Hing, a senior mentee who will now be leading the charge for the young adults of M.A.L.E, spoke about the organization and what it means to him.
First and foremost, I would like to thank Mr. Tittle and Mr. Grant for having me here and inviting me here. I'm honored to be a part of this vibrant group and excited to lead its new branch. I look forward to learning, growing, and contributing to our shared value. As I prepare to step into this big shoe over the coming years, I'm committed to carrying forward the legacy while bringing fresh perspectives in. Together, let's write the next chapter of M.A.L.E's organization story. Thank you.
I was looking for him to say, let's continue sharpening iron. Sharpening iron.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Jonathan. And Mr. Tittle, go ahead.
One more thing. If any young male ages 15 to 28 would like to join the group chat and get in on the action with Iron Sharpens Iron, you can contact me at 541-3988. My name is Jonathan Hing. I'll add you to the chat. Thank you.
For the full interview, visit all 284 media platforms. The Cyril B. Romney Tortola Pier Park has recently announced its Green Global membership, solidifying its commitment to environmental sustainability and responsible tourism practices. Green Globe is the leading global certification program for the travel and tourism industry, dedicated to enhancing economic, social, and environmental sustainability. Membership in Green Globe signifies Tortola Pier Park's limited dedication to ensuring that the Pier Park meets the highest standards of sustainability and responsible management. From energy and water conservation to promoting reduce, reuse, and recycle, the Pier Park is committed to reducing its environmental footprint while enriching the cultural heritage of our territory. Pier Park said, and I quote, "We are excited to announce our Green Globe membership and recognize that meeting the certification requirements is quite involved as there are a number of processes." Mr. Vance Lewis, CEO of the Tortola Pier Park, further said, "Becoming a Green Globe member is a testament to our dedication to sustainable tourism and responsible stewardship of our natural resources on a day that focuses on Earth Day, where we are encouraged to work together to save our planet. This membership and what comes next is most timely." One of the hallmark initiatives of Tortola Pier Park Limited sustainable efforts is the introduction of the first UV solar charging system for electrical cars in the territory, which should go live within the next few weeks. This innovative technology not only supports the transition to clean energy, but also provides a convenient and eco-friendly option. By joining the ranks of Green Globe, Tortola Pier Park Limited says it is embarking on a journey of continuous improvement and accountability as they prepare for certification. Under the Green Globe certification standard, Tortola Pier Park will be required to undergo rigorous assessment and monitoring to enhance adherence to over 380 compliance indicators across 44 criteria. This comprehensive framework guarantees the highest level of sustainable operations along with management. It should be noted that Green Globe has over 600 members in more than 80 countries worldwide. In the latest issue of the Sister Islands newsletter, the community is introduced to 3 impressive and motivated young individuals making positive impacts across Anegada, Virgin Gorda, and Jos Van Dyke. From Anegada, 22-year-old Ajali Levens is being recognized as an emerging youth leader. A graduate of the Claudia Creaky Educational Center, Levens currently works part-time at the Anegada Community Library while pursuing an online business management degree at Monroe College with a focus on accounting. Her long-term goal is to become an accountant. Levens is described as friendly with diverse interests, including cooking, singing, babysitting, and dancing. The island of Virgin Gorda's featured youth is 19-year-old Ivana Todman, who recently graduated from the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College in St. Lucia with an associate's degree in sustainable business innovation and entrepreneurship. With hobbies ranging from cooking and traveling to interior and graphic design, Todman currently works as a sales clerk while aspiring to further her education and make meaningful community contributions. On Jos Van Dyke, emerging entrepreneur Christopher Robinson is in the spotlight for his JVD Island Deliveries venture, transporting goods to locals and tourists on land and by water. The young business owner believes, and I quote, "being a part of a community involves being productive in ways to make it better." Robinson encourages others, and I quote, "to be creative and believe in themselves while maintaining a positive mindset. When not working, he enjoys planting and gardening. The Sister Islands newsletter aims to uplift youth voices and achievements through this new featured segment. Community members are encouraged to continue supporting and empowering these emerging leaders who will shape the future of the territory. Viewers, that is it for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for your daily news updates at 284 Media and 284 BVI on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Ron Grant. I'll see you again tomorrow. Do have a safe and enjoyable evening. A happy Tuesday is wished to each and every one of you. Goodbye.